All my life, sacrifice, hustle paid the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life, look, all my life, been grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle paid the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life, look.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. This is your boy, your host, the one and only, Dexter. Welcome back to the show. Hey, man, Game 5 was kind of livid. I was kind of sweating in the seat. I was kind of yelling at the TV at the sense. I'm like, man, what are y'all doing out there? As far as, like, the Warriors, right? Boston Celtics, in a way, they kind of playing the slump a little bit, but they had some pockets in the game where they could have took the lead and just went with it, right? But for some reason, there's some guy named Andrew Wiggins, who I'm about to speak about in a second, kept the Warriors alive in Game 5. So before we kind of get into all that, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, thumbs up if you can. Every time you guys do that, it helps out the channel and the video and it pushes it up with the algorithm on YouTube and IGTV as well. So I appreciate the support and the love. And if you can't catch us on the video route, you can catch us on the audio route on any streaming podcast platform out there, from iHeartRadio to Apple Podcasts to Beam Podcasts to Spotify, etc. We're out there, so definitely hit us up. The links will be in the bottom for that as well. And please subscribe and give me some likes, man. And then if you can, then give me some comments, something, man. Let me engage with you guys as far as what happened in Game 5 or Game 4 in the playoffs and finals, whatever it may be. But yeah, man. So we're gonna talk about the Warriors in Game 5, and it wasn't even fun. I mean, the game was kind of boring in a sense. Like, there was, like, no energy in a Game 5. Like, neither team wanted to take the lead. Obviously, we know Warriors won the Game 5. They lead the series 3-2. But going into Game 5, all I kept hearing is about, hey, can Jayson Tatum prevail? Can he carry the team? Can he come out of the slump? It always feels like if one guy shows up, two guys disappear. For the Boston Celtics, it just feels that way. Like, I don't get it. Like, you have Jaylen Brown, who is your second guy on the team offensively. He's giving you 18, 20, 24 points here and there, you know, like in different games. But he's always doing that. Like, you can guarantee he will give you something like that, right? But Jayson Tatum, bro, man, I don't know what it is. Like, people were talking about Jayson Tatum being in a conversation as a superstar. And I've been saying he's not a superstar yet. He would have to surprise me in the finals, right? And he hasn't done it yet. It feels like if he shows up for one game, he misses the other game. And so far, back-to-back games, he's played. I mean, he played okay in Game 5, don't get me wrong. But, like, you need to be the guy that closes out in the fourth quarter. So 2 fourth quarters in a row, he hasn't shown up. Or, matter of fact, his team hasn't shown up as far as the Celtics. So we'll go ahead and explain that for you guys in a second. But, yeah, Game 5 was kind of boring. It felt lethargic. Like, I was, like, over here screaming, like, pick up the pace. I don't even care if Boston did. And at least the Warriors wake up, right? But, no, they couldn't get that out of the Warriors. I don't know why. But shout out to Andrew Wiggins, my Bumba Clot, Jamaican Fran from the Canada side, right? From the upper country, right? Man, he played out, lights out. Like, he showed up today in Game 5. Defensively, offensively, he had the energy. He was aggressive. He wanted to win. Rebounding amongst men. Like, he did everything he's supposed to do. He was the number 1 pick, Andrew Wiggins. And, hey, like I said in Game 4, I expect you to play good on defense. Whatever we get on offense from you, including the rebounds, it's all plus. It's all plus. And once again, double digits. That's for a double-double in Game 5 like he did in Game 4. Dude was just balling out today. Like, dude had, 14 rebounds or so, 13 rebounds. Dude had, 20-plus points. He helped us out in the third quarter. Played a couple pivotal possessions against Jayson Tatum himself and had him shooting. And I don't know what Jayson Tatum, he feels like if he goes to the key and he tries to give you a fadeaway, it's like, you're not that guy. You're not Kobe Bryant. Stop shooting fades. But, hey, I'm going against the Celtics. So go ahead and shoot that. But at the same time, I'm like, I like Jayson Tatum. I'm like, bro, that's not how you do it. Like, where is this killer instinct that you're supposed to have? Like, you showed us in the Miami Heat series. You showed us in the Milwaukee Bucks series. You showed us against the Brooklyn Nets series. Where is that killer instinct? Yep. Still hasn't been found yet, right? And if we're talking about how bad Jayson played today, I have to do the same way for Wardell Steph Curry himself. Steph Curry, I get it. You're being guarded by like 30 players. That's how it feels like to me. Like, you cannot get a wiggle room. You cannot breathe. It feels like he's suffocating his own self amongst the defenders. Go to the basket. Mix up your game. You don't have to shoot every single three-pointer every single time. And it felt like he was jacking up like 40 three-pointers. But he was 0 for 7 or 0 for 8 from the three-point land. I think that's his first time in his playoff career. 133 playoff careers, Steph Curry has made a three-pointer. That's a lot of damn games and a lot of damn shots. And he finally went 0 for something and hasn't made one. And I don't know how far that goes back, but 133 playoff games, I'm assuming that's like probably, let me see, maybe back like 2016 or something, 17. But I don't know. It could be probably the first time in his career ever where he hasn't made a three-pointer. But that let that sink for a second. He hasn't made a shot from there. But he gave you 16 points and 8 assists, whatever it is. But that's not what kept the Warriors alive. What kept the Warriors alive was defensively and role players. And I'm going to speak about that in a second. But let's talk about let's talk about the role players. Because I'm going to give credit to them. Gary Payton II came out and gave us 15 points. Jordan Poole, like I said, this guy's hot. He's hot and cold. When you see that half-court shot right here, like you can see that. That's from 38 feet. This happened twice. This has happened twice now where he hit against the Celtics. 38 feet, buzzer beater. Man, and he gave us 14 points. So thank you for that, Jordan Poole. And I know the girls were out tonight front row, if you know what I mean. Because this guy likes to show when the crowd, some girls are sitting in front row, he's licking his chops. You know what I mean? Let me show that clip right here. That's crazy, man. Jordan Poole's a fool, man. But finally, the Boston Celtics, one thing I've been saying, and I've been yelling, and I don't know what it is. It's on the scouting report. One thing the Warriors do is they blitz you in the third quarter. They kill you in the third quarter. It's like no return from that, right? And for finally, in 5 games, the Celtics finally achieved securing third quarter. That's what kind of kept them in the game a little bit. Because if they got started in the third, it's a blowout. They would have lost by 20-plus points easily because they got killed in the fourth. So in the third quarter, they finally came back. They outscored the Warriors by 11 points in the third quarter, so they pretty much dominated the third quarter. But then, like, the thing about the Celtics, it's like, I don't know why you can't do that. Like, you scored 10 points, the first 10 points without missing a bucket, right? You got the Warriors on their heels, right? They're calling timeouts. They don't know what to do. Steph Curry can't buy a shot, right? Clay's missing clunkers here and there. Wiggins is, he's the only one that's pretty much keeping us afloat in the third quarter. Why you can't do that through the first 4 games? Why? And I don't get it. The Warriors, even as great as the Golden State Warriors are in the third quarter, they're the best fourth quarter team in the postseason. So it's like you got to pick your poison. Third quarter is, forget it. If you lose the third quarter, like I said, 99% of the time, you're going to lose the fourth quarter. You're not coming back. Obviously, game 1, I give you the credits and the kudos to the Celtics. This is more in the Warriors. And, the Warriors doing. They collapsed. The coach Steve Kerr didn't put in Steph Curry right away when they were on a run. Blah, blah. That it is what it is, right? Game 5, you go up. You're up like what? You score 11 points, or you outscore the Warriors 11 points in the third quarter. And then you go into the fourth quarter and you get bombarded by nothing but threes and layups and dunks and easy shots, second chance points. Marcus Smart getting a technical foul. Like, those things it kills you because it's hard to beat the Warriors in any quarter, right? And so far, once again, the Warriors have dominated this game in 3 quarters. They kill you in the first. Boston won the second. Boston Warriors won the first quarter. They won the second quarter. They lost the third quarter, but they won the fourth quarter. So the only quarter the Boston Celtics won was the third quarter. So they focused on, we can't lose third quarter. We can lose the other ones, though. That's not how it works. You have to maintain the lead. You have to stay close enough where the fourth quarter you have a shot. In that case, you don't. In Game 5, you didn't. It's crazy, man. But anyways, so they outscore the Warriors 35. The Celtics outscore the Warriors 35-24 in the third quarter. But once again, like I said, the Celtics in the fourth quarter fell apart, fell on their face. Tech here and there, ill-advised shots that Jayson Tatum was taking from the elbow, fadeaways, unnecessary. And then whatever goes to the basket was getting contested, blocked, stripped. How many steals they had, the Warriors? And the only person that was really doing his thing was Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was going to the basket, being aggressive, getting the N1s, going to the foul line. That's the recipe that Boston should go through. They should use Jaylen Brown more than they should Jayson Tatum, because so far in 2-3 games in this series, he ain't that guy. And if you have anything to argue about that, highlight me. But going forward, right? Warriors are the best fourth quarter team in the postseason. They're the best third quarter team in NBA history. If you can't beat those quarters, then there's a gauntlet for you. Like, you're about to get blitzed. You have to obtain the third and fourth quarter. Warriors dominated fourth quarter 29-14. 29-14. How you win games like that? They outscored the Celtics 29-20. And this is when they benched pretty much their starters. So they had 29-14 as far as quarter lead, right? Before the Warriors benched their starting five. Then you guys score 6 points, whatever it is, and then they'll score with like 94 points, right? That's terrible. And the thing about the Warriors is that they are a turnover machine. As much as the Celtics are, the Warriors that's their Achilles heels. Their Achilles is turnovers. They get killed by that. They do it all the time. And then what really helps them out in a sense is that they can score in bunches so fast that these turnovers don't mean a damn thing. They can give you 16 turnovers and still beat you. But if you're in another team, that cannot happen. And Boston is known, if you get anywhere around 13, 14, 15, 16 turnovers a game, you're most likely losing that game. And once again, they're in double digits in turnovers. And the Warriors didn't have no turnovers in the fourth quarter, which helped them out. At the same time, they had the momentum. At the same time, you had Wiggins being aggressive, going to the basket, dunking on Derek White, making layups, one hand like fadeaway hook shots over Al Horford and Robert Williams. And you had guys on the Celtics that didn't come for you. That didn't come to show up in the game 5. Like a Grant Williams. He didn't show up for you. I can put up the numbers right here. This is kind of pathetic. Grant Williams gives you what? 3 points? Plays 16 minutes. Derek White plays 21 minutes and gives you 1 point. You can't win like that when you only go 8 deep. And your bench only gives you a combined what? 4 points? 4 points from your bench. Marcus Smart gives you 20 points. Jaylen Brown gives you 18. Robert Williams gives you 10. Al Horford, once again, gets shut down by Draymond Green. Even though Draymond Green might have more fouls than points, and I heard all that, all that talking and memes about that on Twitter and wherever else, he basically kept Al Horford in check ever since game 1. Ever since Al Horford had 26 points, Al Horford hasn't done nothing since then, pretty much. Jayson Tatum had 27 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. But like I said, he had missed a lot of shots. And shots that could have helped you win the game, probably. Yeah, so forget the other guys on the bench. They play garbage minutes. You know what I mean? Like Naismith and the other guy, I forgot what his name is. But 3 points from Grant Williams, 1 point from Pritchard. From Derek White, 0 points from Pritchard. Yeah, you're not winning games like that at all. So obviously the Celtics got to figure out what they can do in game 6, going back to the Beantown in Boston. But yeah, Wiggins held Tatum to 0-3 in the fourth quarter as a primary defender. So when he's locking up Tatum, he's giving him shutdown, nothing, 0-3. But finally, the Celtics lost back-to-back for the first time in the postseason, right? Warriors outscored the Celtics 57-39 in the fourth quarter in back-to-back games. 57-39. Yeah, you're not winning that way either. Once again, the Warriors defense kept the Celtics offense in back-to-back games under 100 points. Under 100 points. Yeah, talk to me. 97 points in game 3, 94 points in game 5. 97 points in game 4 and 94 points in game 5. And they saying Warriors got no defense. Warriors are good, man. They're a very good team. They kill you in a lot of quarters. Either it could be first, it could be second, but they kill you in the third and the fourth. But so far, they dominated the first quarter and they dominated the fourth quarter as far as tonight. And bigs up to the bench as far as the Warriors. They came out to play tonight. Game 6 is going back to Beantown. You know what that means? We do get a guarantee. Game 6 Clay. A Game 6 Clay sighting is it's around the corner. Happened on Thursday. So we expect Clay. Clay played good today. Gave us 21 points. But, man, Game 6 Clay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's on the scouting report for the Celtics. So we'll see what happens. But Draymond Green, man. Draymond Green, I don't know what it is, man. You have to figure out how to control your emotions, bro. How do you have more fouls than points? And I heard this narrative all the time, man. But you do shut down Al Horford. But 3 games, and this hasn't happened, I think, or has tied probably since 2000. If not, maybe the only player in NBA history to foul out more. He has 3 games where he fouled out. That has never happened before. Or he tied with somebody back in 2000. But Draymond, we need you for game 6, and we need you for game 7. It does go to game 7. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm not really here to bark as much as I wanted to. The game wasn't that exciting. Yeah, little spurts here and there. Wiggins is basically the face of Game 5. But we'll see what happens on Thursday, man. Stay tuned, man. For the ones that have been kicking me from the last 15, 20 minutes, thank you, man. I appreciate the support, man. Hey, anytime y'all come into the channel, man, hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff right here, man. Holla at me, man. I'm on Twitter, too. Ball Don't Lie. That's BALLDNTLIE. I'm on all the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You see all that stuff right here. Holla at your boy, man. But until then, we'll see you on Thursday. Stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Stay crazy out there. We're going back to Boston. Until then, peace.